Hi. In this video, we'll look at how to obtain a sync core from hanging or unresponsive storage system. The term sync core is a remnant from older versions of Data ONTAP that required that the sync command line utility be manually issued to flush the core disk. A more accurate term for this process would probably be user-generated core. A user-generated core is triggered by sending a non-maskable interrupt broadcast to all CPUs on the system. The system immediately panics and will be taken over immediately by the partner if the option cf.takeover.on_panic is set to on. In this case, it's already set to on. If this option is set to off, the takeover will be deferred until the core file is returned to disk. Also note that there are several different methods of initiating a user-generated core, depending upon which NetApp storage system model you have. A user-generated core should only be initiated at the direction of NetApp technical support and requires additional details about the reasons for forcing a panic. Platform-specific instructions will be provided within the context of the technical case. Now let's look at the procedure. You should note that if this is any panic message other than a sync core, run the panic message analyzer before requesting a core analysis. Also, if you do not know what is causing your storage controller to hang, it is usually better to talk to a technical support engineer first, so that the technical support engineer can carry out a couple of basic tests in an attempt to narrow down the issue. A sync core should usually be the last troubleshooting step. In cases where the service needs to be restored immediately and where a reboot seems to be the workaround, it might be useful to take a sync core. However, finding the root cause with this limited information is not guaranteed. Now we'll look at the steps. If there is a possibility of the storage system not serving data, call the support center immediately to open a priority 1 case to troubleshoot this issue. A serial console must be attached and working. Telnet will not work. If a serial console has not been attached, attach it using the correct serial setting. See the appropriate hardware guide for details. If the system is equipped with an RLM or SP, it might also be possible to connect to the RLM or SP through SSH. The RLM SP is also available while the storage system is down. If you are running a high availability system, there is at least one spare disk available. Turn on options cf.takeover.on_panic. This will produce so-called spare core. This means that the core dump will be written to spare disk in compressed format, which will be owned by this node during the entire dump duration. A takeover will start immediately after the core is initiated, which causes minimal disruption. If you are running a HA system and there are no spare disk available, the cluster partner will wait until core dump has been finished. In this case, the core dump will be written to a special core area of 3 or more disks assigned to this node. The HA partner will not be able to take over since the node dumping the core needs to hold ownership of the SCSI reservation until the full core has been written. If options cf.takeover.on_panic is off, the core dump will always be sprayed and takeover will be deferred by the amount of time it takes to write the core data to the disk. Next step is generate an NMI. If the filer is equipped with a service processor, RLM, or BMC, just enter the command system core at the SP RLM BMC shell. For the F800, FAS900, and NeoStore series storage system, press the NMI reset button. This button is usually located on the front panel under the bezel. In most cases, it requires the use of a paper clip to push. For the Fast 200 series, the NMI button is located next to the console port on the back of the chassis. Next step is to generate the sync core. For any current Fast models, the sync core will be generated automatically. For older models like 9XX or 8XX series, the filer will go to the OK prompt when the NMI button is pressed. It is important to type sync to dump the memory contents to disk and generate the sync core file. If the system is being rebooted before this step, the core information will be lost. Next step is saving the sync core. When NetApp storage system boot, the core is created and copied to the etc/crash directory of the root volume. The only exception is when the /etc/rc has been modified so that the line save core has been removed. If the node has been taken over during core dump, the partner save the core file to the etc crash of the taken over node shortly after the core dump is finished. Upload the core file referencing your support case number. For instructions on how to upload, see article 1010364. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to NetApp KBTV for more such technical videos.